welcome to my channel. Tools, tips, and tales. Tools to transform, tips to empower, and tales to inspire. I'm Kim Saff, licensed clinical social worker. I have my doctorate in transpersonal psychology. I've been doing this for over 20 years, and this is me helping you transform your life. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to talk to you today about self-love and self-trust. Big. It's what I help all my clients do, develop self-love and self-trust. Yeah, and you might not have it right now because you might be showing up to yourself with criticism, shame, disdain, judgment, hate. That a love affair does not make, right? I don't fall in love when someone criticizes me, judges me, beats me down. Yeah, what do? I slink into my pit and feel bad about myself and stay there and stay covered with lids. Right, so we're not doing that anymore. No. What we're doing now is showing up differently to ourselves. We're showing up in a way that says, I care about you. I'm concerned. You matter to me. I'm curious about your world. Yeah, that a love affair makes. Show up with compassion, empathy, curiosity. I trust you to show up consistently with love, compassion, empathy, curiosity. That's how I develop self-trust, right? When I keep showing up to myself in this new way with curiosity and empathy and understanding. Probably exactly what you do to your neighbor that you might not even like, right? We typically show up much nicer to everyone else than to ourselves, and we wonder why we don't have self-love and self-trust. All right, so here's what we can do. Our tool for the day is my 1, 2, 3 process. I teach this to everyone, and we keep going back to it. 1, 2, 3. 1, awareness. 2, acceptance without judgment and with compassion. 3, choice. Is that working for me or working me? Right? So the first bunch of times you start looking at stuff, you raise your awareness. Anytime you're in conflict or something gets revved in you, you raise your awareness. Right? You just raise your awareness to everything that's going on with that, the messages you received, how you showed up, what happened. You just raise your awareness. And then we move into acceptance without judgment and with compassion. Oh, acceptance without judgment and with compassion. All this is can I make sense of whatever I just raised my awareness to? Right? Can I make sense of it? Oh, when you were late for coffee, the story I made up is that you don't like me and you're trying to avoid me. Okay. Does that make sense to me where that old messages would come from my family of origin? I typically feel not liked. I feel like I'm a burden. Right? So it makes sense where when you're late for coffee, that old message got triggered in me. Yeah. And now is that working for me or working me? Well, it's working me getting all worked up that you're not here for coffee and assuming it's my fault and taking all responsibility and not feeling good enough. That's working me. And we get to do things differently than we've done before. And that's when change happens. Do differently. Choice. How do I want to show up? What do I want to do differently? Hey, maybe I'll just check in and ask. I'm curious about what was going on for you when you were late for coffee. I don't have to make up stories. I don't have to feel bad about myself. I don't have to take ownership for all that is going on within you. I can just check in and ask. All right, so that's the 1, 2, 3 process, and we will keep going back to that over and over and over again, and I'll keep teaching it to you in different ways because it is that important to your growth. I love a good matrix, right? Anytime we have a tool, a nice little matrix, things I can do, and I know what steps to take, helps me get where I'm going. So the 1, 2, 3 process: awareness, acceptance without judgment and with compassion, and choice. Is that working for me or working me? And if it's working me, bam, we start doing things differently than we've done before, and we get different results. All right, till next time.